morning, this is Joy from Enjoy Fitness 43, and today we're going to do a circuit workout. We're going to do three different moves with three different types of equipment. We're going to be using weights, bands, and our mat. So if you have enough room, you'll want to set up three different stations. But if you're like me and you're in a tight spot, you can have them all out in the same space. You just have to make sure you move them so that they're not in your way when you're doing each different exercise. So right now we're going to go ahead and start with our warm up. Okay, so let's just start with jumping jacks because those are always a good one to start with. So today we're going to go overhead, and you can actually do a jumping jack if you want to and jump, or you can do the modified jack like I am. Just make sure you get that leg out to the side, and you can also bring your arms out in front just a little bit or all the way in front. So it just depends on how those shoulders are feeling. Good. Okay, now let's just press it back, and let's get that heel up and back too, okay? Come on, just a little bit. Good. Good, breathe. Okay, let's go ahead and just do little rotations, making sure you're pulling the belly button in. You're standing up nice and tall. You can move those hips a little bit with it too. Okay, now let's get those legs out and do some kicks out front. So they can be low kicks, where you're just barely getting them off the floor, or you can get them up nice and high. So it depends on how those legs are feeling. That's it. Push with the heel. Get underneath that leg. That's it. Warming up that hamstring. Alrighty, okay, so we're going to take the arms, hold it here, out, and then to a T. Bring it back. Y, T. Y, T. Y, T. Good. Nice. Stretch those arms out. Feel those biceps warm up. More seconds. All right, so we're gonna hang them over, just lean. Okay, so your back is flat, and we're just swinging the arms back and forth. Front and back. Still leaning over just a little bit. This angle just kind of helps engage the back a little bit more. All right, so let's just do knees and then up on the toes. All right, you're taking those toes out like a ballerina. We're gonna go down as low as you can go and come back up. There you go, nice and low. that bottom down. Good. That's it. Keep going. Almost there. And remember, come all the way up, pull that belly button in, squeeze that tush. Don't be too quick. We want to get down as low as we can. Feel that stretch at the top of the quad and in that tush. And done. Okay, shake it out. So I'm going to push you back just a little bit more so maybe you can see me better. There we go. All right, so it gives me a little bit more room to work. I know I'm kind of wonky because my porch slants down just a little bit. Alrighty, so I'm going to move my phone out of the way. And we're going to get ready for our first 3. So we're going to do a squat with a lateral raise. We're going to use the weights for that. We're going to do a seated back row. And then we're going to do a plank with the T. So we're going to do each exercise for 50 seconds. You have 10 seconds to change. We're going to do 9 rounds. Okay, let's make sure this is set up for that. Yes, it is. Make sure you have your water handy. And so we're going to start. So we're going to grab my weights. So the important thing on this one is that when we do our lateral raise, that you're not holding the weight so much with your arm as you're leaning it on your leg, so that you can actually use that weight, that you can lift it with your leg, okay? So that's going to be an important part there. So I'm going to start my timer. And we're going to do a squat with a lateral raise. My weights are really gold. Okay, so we're going to squat, come up, lateral raise, back down. Other side. So let that leg lift the weight. Don't use your arm to help. It's just there to hold it in place. Good. So I hope you have your band handy. Now it can be a long TheraBand. It can be the band with the handles. I have both. I might try them both out to see which one I like better. Or in case one breaks. Yeah, you never know. Alright, so I'm going to put these out of the way. And I'm going to come down on the floor. Wrap the band around my feet. Put my hands in the handles. And I'm going to do a back row, okay? Sitting up nice and tall. Elbows are coming back, skimming my rib cage. Kind of squeeze in the back. Hold for a second. So, you know, all bands aren't made the same, just like weights. They have different tension on them. So you have to find a band that you can work with. One might be too light, and one might be too heavy. All right, so we're gonna put this off to the side, and we're gonna get into the plank position. Now you can do this up also, if you don't like to be all the way down. We're going to be here, we're just going to roll out to a T, and then go to the other side. Now if you don't like being on your hands, you could also be down here on your elbows and roll out from your elbows also. You can also be on the wall or on the side of the couch or on a bench. So that you're not all the way on the floor. So that is totally up to you, okay? Just don't, you know, we have 50 seconds. So you don't have to do them super fast. I want you to think about the form before you do speed, right? We've talked about that. Don't go all crazy. Thinking you have to do fast. Okay, we're back to the legs now. That's it. Squat down. Go as low as you can in that squat. Come up, squeeze the buns, and do that side leg raise. Nice. Letting your weight be lifted by your leg. Right weight to the side. Come down, grab your band. Now I put my hands through the handle and grab onto the band because I know my band is kind of loose and I need it to help with the tension. So that helps me a little bit. The tension I need for that back. And I extend all the way back out. Hold it in for that second. I'm not going super fast. All right, so here we are back in our row. You can also be on your knees. Not our row, our T raise. This time I'll do it with long arms. And you want to watch the arm with your head. Don't leave your head looking down at the ground because you want your neck to be in alignment with your spine while you're doing this. Slow it down if you need to. Take a little rest in the plank position before you turn. Make sure you're still breathing. Alrighty, take yourself up. Grab those weights. Our transitions are quicker, but that's good for us. Okay, squat, leg raise. Good. So this is our last set, or round of 3 sets. Then we'll change exercises using the same equipment. All right, so these are off to the side. Sit back down, wrap the feet, hands in, grab it, and row. Just like the deadlift, when we do that with lighter weights, it's all about form and knowing how to use your body to create more tension. Right, last one's the plank. we go. And again, you can be on your elbows, you can be long arms, you can be on the side of your couch, you can be on the wall, you can be on a counter, you can be on your knees. So whatever you need, because I know a plank is not easy for everyone. It's not easy for me. Pull up that belly button. Make sure that back is nice and flat. And you are rolling on those feet. Okay. Alrighty. Time for a drink of water. Alrighty, so let's look at what we're going to do next. Okay, so we're going to do a deadlift. Hey, speaking of deadlifts. And then we're going to go into a wide squat. Okay, so we're going to step out into a wide squat. So feet closer together for the deadlift. Step out into a wide squat. And then we're going to bring the band behind our back. We're going to hold it up here, bring it behind us, and then back up. Okay, so you can be seated for that, or you can stay standing, either one. And I'm just going to come down to the ground just because I know the next one's going to be a plank move again. And then for the plank one, we're going to go, it's kind of like a little rolling motion that we're going to do. Plank, we're going to go back into a child's pose. We're going to come up and bring a knee up, and then go roll back into a child's pose, and then bring the other knee up. Okay, so it's kind of a nice rolling motion. So you'll get it when we do it. So, alrighty, so let's get ready. Let's grab those weights, put them in front of us for the deadlift. So we'll start here. Getting ready. So bend the knees just a little. Remember, we unlock them. We go down, come back up. Okay, step out and squat. Again, down and up. I'm going to step out the other side now. And squat. Good. Down and up. So we got to stick that booty out when we do the deadlift. And again, when we do the squat, but a different way. Feeling that. And we got to try to drop that booty as low as we can go when we take that leg out and do that squat. Good. All right, so I'm going to put my weights to the side. And, oh, my band. Here's my band. So I'm going to grab my band, put my hands in it. Okay, over my head, down behind me and open. Get a little bit closer. And then back up. Now, of course, you can do this standing, because I know some of you aren't going to want to sit on your legs the way I am right now. I'm going to have to move my weights, because they don't need to be at the end of my mat the way they are. Just a little hold at that extended part behind your back. Nice and tall neck. Don't do this. Don't drop that chin. Don't lift your head up either. I need it parallel to the floor. Okay, get that band off. Move your weights. Okay, so we're going to start in the plank position. Okay, here. We're going to lift up. Okay, we're going to drop our knees. We're going to go back into child's pose. We're going to come back up. We're going to go into that pike position and bring one knee up. Go back, plank. We're going to pike, drop the knees, go back into child pose. Come back up into a plank.
come into a pike, okay? Drop the knees, go back into a child's pose. Come back up. Okay, let's drop that hips down too. Pike, up, other knee comes up. Pike, drop. Let's not drop all the way down, okay? That's good. And back up. See how simple that was? So we're just gonna kind of roll. We're trying to make it smoother. We're gonna make it smoother next time. All right, here we go. Deadlift. Step out. Good. Deadlift. It's one of those mobility drills, you know. Where we're trying to make the back more supple. Now, make sure that you're dropping that tush. Come up, squeeze it. Take that leg out. Squat, come up, squeeze it. Push the tush out. Squeeze it. Drop that tush. Squeeze it. Okay. Weights out of the way. Grab the band. Get it tight. And behind your back. This band has a little tear in it. I'm afraid it's gonna bust. It might. Given an Amazon gift card. I think I might know what I need to use it for. Buy in a couple pieces of equipment. Some new bands for Joy. All right, let's try that plank move again. Okay, are we ready? Okay, so let's start in the plank. Okay, so pike. Okay, drop it. Pike, knees down, back into child's pose. Okay, that's where we're gonna drop it. Roll up. Pike, knee in. Up. Drop it. Knees down. Butt back. Up. Knee in. Here we go. Down, butt back, up, pike, other knee in, up, body down, butt back, roll in, up. Oh, so that was a little bit smoother, don't you think? Okay, grab the weights. Last set. Okay, I'm gonna do this one to the side, okay? So, deadlift and squat. Deadlift, squat. Deadlift, squat. Deadlift, squat. Deadlift, squat. Deadlift, squat. Deadlift, squeeze it. Squat. Squeeze it. Okay, weights off to the side. Grabbing the band. Bringing it in. Behind the back. And of course, remember you can do this standing. You sit on a chair. As long as your back is nice and tall and your chin is parallel to the floor. And with our plank little move that we're doing here, we need to take it easy because nice and slow. Because you don't want to wrench your back out. It's an interesting move, you know? It is. Even I'm going, whoa, okay, I can feel that. Because it's going to work you from all angles. Okay, so we go plank. Okay, let's drop our hips down. We're going to come up into a pike, drop the knees down, child's pose. Okay, come up, drop the hips down, roll the feet up, go back up into a pike. Okay, then bring a knee in, into a pike, drop the hips down, roll the hips back into child's pose, come up, bring up into a pike, bring the other knee up, and then drop the hips down, go back into child's pose, roll the feet up, bring the hips up into a pike, okay, bring the other knee up. Okay, end of the second round. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take this shirt off for the last round. Whew, 'cause it got warm in here. Alrighty, so for our last three, we're going to be doing a curtsy squat to a regular curtsy squat to a regular squat, and then we're going to do the band extensions in front of the chest. So we did them behind, and so now we're going to pull them out in front, and we're going to do a plank with a reach to the back. And we did this one time, I think we did it in an outside workout, where you're going to be in a plank and you're just going to take an arm and you're going to reach back and touch your thigh, and then bring your hand back, reach back and touch your thigh. You can do it on your knees, you can do it against a bench or a counter, or you can even do it against the wall where you reach back, okay? All right, so let's get started on our last one. And we're going to hold the weights for our leg one. So it's a curtsy to a squat out to the side. So we'll take the right leg back first. Okay, so we go curtsy and then squat. Good. Curtsy, squat, curtsy, squat. Good, that's all we're gonna do. So the weights are just gonna help get you a little bit deeper in. This one does the outer tush when we do the curtsy and then go into the squat. Probably feel that. All right, so we're gonna put the weights off to the side. I'm gonna grab this band. Just wrap it around. Okay, and we're gonna bring it up front. If you don't already feel it in your back, well, this one will make you feel it. On that nice back for summertime. Do it. More seconds. All right. Okay, now we're going to get back to, we're going to go up to the plank, and we're going to reach back. we just touch. So we're gonna try to look down and try not to turn too much when we reach back to touch. You can really rotate your body if you want to. But we're going to try to just really clench the side of our obliques, you know, when we work our obliques as we're doing. And look straight down when we do it. Alrighty, coming back up.
Okay, curtsy with the squat. Here we go. Now remember, when you do your curtsy, you don't have to cross over that far. You can just take it back a little bit further. Okay? And then go into that wide squat instead of crossing over more. So it just depends on how your knees are and what they're saying to you when you're doing that curtsy. So pay attention to that. Make adjustments. Going off screen. Here we go. Okay, weights off to the side. Long man. Okay. So depending on how tight your band is, will depend on how far apart your arms need to be. I feel this in my chest and my back, especially after being in a plank. Woo. And you can be kneeling or sitting while you do this one also. Hear me breathe. Alrighty, now into that plank. Forgot to get a drink last time. Okay, here we go. Plank and touch. Nice and tall through the abs. Just touching that leg and back. Just a nice little pat. Feel strong through the core. Alrighty, last round of these three. Let's start in the middle. There we go, curtsy. Wide squat. Back in. Trying to make sure I get that wide squat in there. Keep forgetting how to do that. Curtsy. There we go. Wide squat. Curtsy. Wide squat. Curtsy. Wide squat. Okay, with the weights side. Okay. Here we go. Wrappy, wrappy, and pull. remember everybody has different body shapes. You know, some of us are apple shaped, some of us are pear shaped, some of us are straight up and down. And when we try to sculpt our bodies, you know, we can work out all the time. And it really matters how we eat and where we are in life on how it's going to affect our body. Whew, that one got me. So if you're menopausal, perimenopausal, it's a little bit tougher to lose weight. Our diet, so important. Lots of veggies. Watch the starches. They always say if you can mash it with a fork, it's a starch, you know, after you cook it. So potatoes, beans, and I know you've been told, well, beans are a protein. Well, they're just as much a starch as they are a protein. So remember that. So those in moderation, absolutely. Meat, protein, watch the fat on those. Otherwise, lots of leafy green veggies, real important. A salad every day with lots of leafy green veggies. Don't skip the fat, so don't do fat-free. Don't do sugar-free. Don't do sugar. If you really need sweet, go for one of the more natural sugar-free sweeteners like stevia or monk fruit. Research them. And if you can get rid of all of those and do natural sugar and just do a tiny bit, once your palate is where it needs to be, because you're so used to maybe the artificial sweeteners that are anywhere from 300 to 1,000 times sweeter than regular sugar, then you know, it's better for you. So, all right, so now we're going to do our finisher. Yay, you thought, oh, we're done. No, not really. So we're going to do a 5-minute finisher, and we're going to do 10 each of tricep push-ups, extended crunches, which are like a jackknife, okay? But we're going to try to do straight legs. So this is what it looks like. Legs are out. Okay, so if you can't do it with the straight legs, you're going to do this. Okay, and you'll do 10 of those. Now you don't have to do it at my pace because you're supposed to try to get as many rounds in as you can in that 5 minutes. Tricep push-ups on your knees, elbows are just going to come in close to you, okay? And then we're going to do kickbacks, which are 10 each on each leg, obviously, okay? Which is just here, back, up. Just a kickback, you know, and so you just kind of go down, up, down, up. So like a Bulgarian split squat, kind of quick. So we're going to do 10 on each leg. And we're just going to go back and forth between those 3 exercises for the next 5 minutes. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to start the timer. And I'm going to get down to my push-up position first. Then I'll start the timer. Here we go. Tricep push-ups, go. My arms are already tired. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now my crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
now I'm gonna get up and do my kickbacks. Woohoo.
Okay, I'll do this leg first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. And of course, if you're going faster than me, that's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, back to my tricep push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rolling over. Okay, crunches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay, kickbacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, back to those push-ups. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My mat's falling apart on me. Getting green fuzzies. Sit-ups. 1, 2, or crunches. 3, 4, 5, 6. You might be smoking me on these. 7, 8, 9, 10. Anybody counting how many rounds we're doing? Okay. Kickbacks. I think this is the third round. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we have like 48 seconds left. Here we go. Wait, what am I doing? Push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might get through the crunches for at least some of them. Here we go. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, time. Okay, so I made like 3 2/3 of that. All right, time for our cool down. So let's get a quick drink of water. So write down how many rounds you got in, so you know. Whew. Okay, legs up front. And just kind of wiggle them around. Let's let that heart rate get down. Good. Okay, so legs all the way out, toes are up. Let's just take a nice little side to side. I'm gonna take this off.
extension. Remember, you're reaching, not just bending. Okay, letting the heart rate come down. So let's just start to breathe more normally now. Nice. Like that. Much better. Okay, so let's walk our hands out front, grabbing onto the shins. Back is straight. And letting the chest breathe. Trying to get it all the way down to the belly. So stretching the bottom of the legs and that back. Okay, now drop your chin to your chest. Inhale, exhale, bring that chin back up. Excellent. Okay, bring your leg in. Just give it a little hug. And let's drop that leg out to the side. Excellent. Now we're going to rotate so that we can look at that side of the room. Sitting up nice and tall. Okay, let's rotate and look at the other side of the room. Okay, let's slide that leg back. Okay, bringing in the other leg. Okay, now readjust your tush as needed. Okay, make sure this foot is up. Okay, rotate. Slowing down your breathing. Excellent. Now let's rotate to the other side. So what's your goal for this year? So do you have New Year's resolutions? Of course, you know, we all make them, we all break them, so it's good to, instead of giving up something, maybe it's time to add something. You're going to add a daily walk, or maybe 3 times a week. You're going to add an extra glass of water. You're going to add a vitamin. You're going to add a good book once a month. Something that's going to help your health a little bit. Don't get like 50 of them and try to do them all. Just pick one simple one. Maybe pick 12 that you're going to do once a month that you're going to add and try to make them habit. Okay, bring it around the front. And legs out to the side. Okay, round the back, chin in. Okay, inhale, exhale, and bring yourself back up. Excellent. Okay, now crisscross those legs, nice and easy. Let's bring that arm across. My first one, because that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 12. So my first one is, I'm with a group of ladies online, and we're going to read the Bible for the year. So that's my first goal for the year is to read the Bible throughout the entire year and keep that up. So she posts how many chapters we're supposed to read for the day. And you see my little cozy spot. So I sit down sometime during the day and try to get that done. Not try, and get that done, right? When I started last month, in December, was drinking water because I was not doing it like I should. And I told you that, and I was feeling crummy. And so I'm making sure I drink 4 of these a day. Okay, up and over. So I already work out, you know. My husband and I are trying to add
walks in, 2. Of course, you're gonna think it's crazy, but I go out and do Pokemon for my grandson. I mean, there's a Pokestop right outside my door, across the street from the church. And then walk yourself back. Okay, let's take 3 breaths in. Up and out. So I have things, and I'm trying not to rush it because I had my 12. And I'm just trying to do 1 a month and try not to cram them all in that first month because I know I wouldn't keep. So 1 a month. Next month is sugar. Really combat the sugar demon. All right, so that's it for today's workout. I hope you have an awesome day. Tell me what you like and what you don't like, and maybe I won't do the don't like. But if I think it's good for you, then we'll have to still do it. Have an awesome day. This is Joy from Enjoy Fitness 43. And subscribe, tell your friends. We're just a bunch of ladies and maybe a couple men working it out together. And I will see you next time. Happy New Year. Bye.